Hey everyone, this is Justine from JustPlans and welcome back to another video. And now that I am settling into my new home, I am trying to crank out some videos. So here's another one. This is using the Ritzy kit by Sticker Guru, and it is in gold foiled, really pretty. It's really fun colors here. We've got these really neutral browns and a really deep pigmented teal. I really love that rich color. Um, so yeah, actually, I'm putting down, obviously the base of the spread, but one thing I definitely struggled with using this kit, and first of all, this is my first Sticker Guru kit, so it was really fun to start or to try a new kit format, but if you can see here from the bottom washi to the date covers, and then you'll also see in the confetti headers that there's a lot of pattern going on in this kit. And I honestly really struggled with that. I'm not used to having so much pattern in a kit. I really, for the most part, when I feel like I go for kits that are much more daintier. Not that this isn't super pretty, but I usually go for kits that, yeah, like I said, are daintier or have like very subtle patterns, if any patterns. And I had to show you this perfect sticker. It's from Once More with Love, and it's from, oh, I forget the name of the sheet, but it's full of munchkins throwing up the middle finger, and I used that to mark that I was super annoyed at our mortgage lender. I just I uh, it was just not fun dealing with the lender, and I just everything about them was annoying to me, from being, honestly, in my opinion, bad at their jobs and slow and horrible at customer service. I just was so fed up with them at this point. Um, and I also marked in the sidebar that this was 4 weeks officially until our moving day. So very exciting time. For the next few Plan With Me's, I will be marking that in my sidebar as far as how many weeks left until the move. And you can see here the headers that I'm putting down, all the headers on top of the full boxes, and then here at the top of each day, they are all patterned. And although the pattern is pretty, I just feel like all the patterns put together was just too much, at least for my planning style personally. So you can see here I switched out some of the headers for these gold lace trims from Honey Inked, and I am gonna change a few things up here. You can see that I'm doing this on a different day with different nail color, but I'm switching out the bottom washi to a more solid colored washi with gold foil that I think that's just from Michael's probably. And then I also will pull up some of the headers throughout as well and switch them out for a more solid color, again, because yeah, it was just too much pattern for my brain. And I just thought it matched, the solid colors matched better with my planning aesthetic. But yeah, I think because of all the patterns, even by switching out those headers, there are still quite a bit of patterns throughout the spread. So I elected to make this spread much more or much less busy, I would say, than my typical spreads. I did a lot less layering, used a lot more of the functional items from the kit, like half boxes, quarter boxes, instead of pulling from my collection. And I think, I actually also, I didn't use that many icons, and um, if you've seen my videos before, then you know that I use icons typically on every single thing that I mark, but in this case I didn't pull in that many icons, again because I just didn't want the spread to be too crowded. Okay, so getting into the daily plans on Monday. So we're into March now. This is the first week of March, if I didn't mention that already. Actually, I know I didn't mention that already. But this was the day that I submitted, well, my boyfriend and I submitted our notice to vacate our current, or at the time, our current apartment. And then I used a half scallop from Bloom Paper Studio. It's the same half scallop that I used in the sidebar. to mark that I had 4 meetings for work that day, and I also pulled in that really gorgeous laptop from Rose and Tea Shop that is from her like pastel holiday colorway. Oh, and by the way, Rose and Tea Shop is moving to Shopify, and they are having a sale this weekend. If you're watching this the weekend that it comes out, so April 10th, uh, or the weekend of April 10th, 2021, they are having a sale this weekend because they're moving to Shopify. That's so super exciting. Super happy for T. And Rose, of course. Okay. Tuesday. Tuesday. So I marked work every day with these half scallops, and I alternated between the white Bloom Paper Studio scallop and then the scallops, the colored scallops that came in the kit. I went to ShopRite this day, and then I'm using that full circle lace scallop circle from Bloom Paper Studio with a swooshy bow from the Pretty Pink Co., which I do have a coupon code for that shop. It's Justine15. All of my coupon codes will be linked down below. But I'm using that to mark that I sent my final documents to the lender for the loan. I mentioned in my last plan with me that they asked me to liquidate my funds for the down payment, and that was like one of the that was like the last thing that was necessary for them to for us to get clear to close. And I was just so annoyed because the fact that I had to, like, as far as the process for liquidating my funds, you know, you would have to liquidate or start the transfer from your one account, and then it takes 1 day for that transfer to happen, and then in your account that's receiving those funds, it takes another day for that like transfer to be processed. So literally that added like 3 or 4 days onto the loan underwriting process, and actually even more, because once I provided them the proof that the funds were liquidated, then they had to take their sweet ass time to review it. So I was super annoyed. I was not happy. But thankfully all of that is over. Okay, on Wednesday, right now I'm marking down that we had charcuterie and wine, and we also watched The Crown. We've tried to make Wednesday nights kind of like our date night, at least, I mean, I guess we haven't since we moved, but we were trying to, you know, designate 1 day a week to be a date night so that we have like this, you know, we kind of step back from our normal lives and just make sure that we have like quality time to spend together, was like the purpose of that. But that was like really nice. We had, you know, lots of cheese and charcuterie meats and all that stuff. So also one thing I wanted to mention on Wednesday was that my one meeting of the day was actually it was a one-on-one with my boss, and she like sprung it up on me that we were gonna do my performance review at like the second half of the meeting, and I was like, well, what? Like usually you get some notice that you're gonna have your review that day. But anyway, it turned out fine, which I think is why she like was totally fine with springing it on me. But anyway, okay, so on to Thursday, we had Yokohama for lunch, which was a local sushi place. I had 4 meetings, marked that the same way that I had been marking meetings. And then here at the bottom, I don't know what I did here, and sorry if you hear my work laptop, but I just put some like flowers down there as like a little flower garden. I don't even know. It doesn't match the like theme of the kit at all, but I just had some like empty white space there, and I just wanted to fill it, so I used those flowers, those individual flowers from Ruby J Designs. Okay, on to Friday. We played Family Fetch twice, so wanted to mark that down. That was nice. And this was back when we were at our apartment, so we didn't have a yard to play fetch in every day. So yeah, I don't know. I just liked to mark that down. I also had one meeting at work. after work, I did a voiceover and I uploaded a plan with me. Actually, I marked filming plan with me's or like editing and voiceovering plan with me's a lot this week. This must have been the week that I was really trying to like catch up on plan with me's, and I think I was doing a pretty decent job until I had to start um take a step back and like actually unpack and prep for the move. Okay. So at the end of the night, I wrote that I watched How I Met Your Mother and The Crown, though like How I Met Your Mother is absolutely not legible at all. I don't even know how I wrote that, but okay. Saturday just had a very lazy morning, and then we had training for Archie. So I used another one of those flower stickers from Ruby J Designs, and then my favorite dog collar icon from White Deer Stationery. I actually just realized that I finished a sheet, and thankfully I had 2 extra sheets of that dog collar. So yeah, you can tell I really love that one. And then I filmed some more Plan With Me's, and my boyfriend's parents also stopped by and dropped us off some pad thai, which was really great. So I used that noodle icon from Crafts by Towie. I use that noodle icon for anything, obviously like Asian noodle type of thing. So anything from pho to ramen to pad thai, I kind of like to use that icon. On Sunday, I marked things a little bit out of order. The first thing that we did that day was we went to Colonial Park with Archie. It was his first time there. And then afterwards, we went to lunch at my parents' house. And I wanted to mark that really pretty, so I put it down here where I had more space. Another one of those full circle lace circles from Bloom Paper Studio, and then that circle icon and that heart is from Clever Gal Crafts. At the end of the night, I wind down, but before that, I did film and edit a plan with me, which is like this last thing that I am marking. So, yeah, wow, I've pretty much finished the voiceover with some time to spare. So yay, that like never happens. I'm usually rambling on and on and on and getting cut off. So here is the final spread. I think it came out really pretty for you know, like I said, the struggles that I had with the patterns. But yeah, I really love how it turned out, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.